Hello everybody, it is time. If you don't know what it is, you should. It's tier 5 at Netherlands. Today we are racing around the Netherlands Zandvoort circuit for the Dutch Grand Prix round 5 for MRL. It's Zandvoort, y'all already know what it is. It's the lovely track, 2.6 miles, 14 turns, very high speed circuit. Feels like a go-kart track at times. And of course, your commentators are D-Master OG and Dreams. How you doing, Dreams?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm ready to see these guys absolutely crush my will to race because they're so much faster than me. Um, these guys are nuts. Every time I see them race, me in tier 4 get scared. But we've already started qualifying, so let's get straight into here. What do you think?
Yeah, Bouncy's about to be the first one to start a lap. Has been really quick. I think he was really quick in Canada. I think we had Alpine 1 too, so he's on the front row. I don't remember which part in the front row, but down to turn 1, gonna keep it in 4th gear. He just from what I've seen on his outlap, he did a really quick outlap. Probably not the best for the tires, but so far looks to be pretty good. Kind of missed the apex there. Down to 2nd gear is going to kind of compromise him on the exit there a little bit, but kept it clean. Didn't get any moments of oversteer on exit. So the first sector of the day is a 24-4 and gets completely on the grass there through the right-hander. Don't know any of these corner names because they're all in Dutch.
Yeah, Dutch Raven in the chat would probably help us with the corner names
Yeah,
pronunciations, but
he's
we don't.
racing.
Yeah, that's why. That's the one the one thing I was just about to say. He would help us if he wasn't in the car right now.
Yeah. 48-4. I think it's actually pretty quick. Just in general, I think he's probably going to be in the low 9s, maybe high 8s as our first banker, which is quick.
Yeah.
I'm just going to throw it out there and say like 9-4.
I'm gonna do a 9-2. No,
That's close.
9-6.
9-6.
So okay, banker. Good thing to start us off at. And then
Yeah.
next person is gonna be the McLaren of Angry Shadow. I didn't get to see much of his lap as I was changing some things on the stream, but it's a 9.57.
9-5. It's a good lap from Angry Shadow.
Putting in provisional pole for the time being, but next person is going to be Nikki G crossing the line after Toes, who set a 9.7. Nikki G
And
on
he's
medium tires
11-4.
did a 1.11.4.
Yeah, Nikki G's back after about 2 weeks being gone. Yeah, it was 2 weeks, I think. Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
He's one who has been very quick in qualifying. Hasn't really had the race. I think he had a really lucky race in Brazil, but yeah, I mean, we know he has fat. He has pace, and we know he's really quick. So.
Yeah, he did that on mediums, and Cape de Possum did an 11.7 on soft. So it could have been that that he made a mistake, but still,
Yeah,
it's showing that it's still a
and
decent
Nicky's
lap.
lap was just a warm-up lap.
Yeah, exactly.
He wasn't even actually qualifying. He just went purple to the middle sector, about 8/10 up,
Oh,
or through the
Jesus.
first sector. Excuse me.
It could
8/10
be
up through the
fake
first
purple,
sector.
but yeah, Mage
So.
set a 10.8, so it's gonna put him around P7 right now, as we have the 11 people that have done a qualifying lap, or 12 people so far that have done a lap. Midnight having done a 32.6, which is probably a warm up lap again.
About 3.6 laps of fuel,
Yeah.
and the minimum fuel. So you're gonna see probably a couple warm up laps just to
Yep.
burn some fuel.
It's because the track is so short. Such
Yep.
a fun track.
It is. It's a
Oh,
really short track, just a
what are
lot of
the
corners.
what are the Williams boys doing? Come on, guys.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, Dutch Raven
Cutting
is
some
gonna,
grass.
or sorry, Sozo is gonna come into the pits probably as Dutch Raven started his first lap. Let's see, Jake Laser behind him on his first lap as well. Mock Mage is coming into the pit, same with the Mercedes. Rage Quit as well. Benzo and Midnight crosses the line with a 10-6, putting him P9. That midfield right there is so tight that are in the 10s. You got a 10-1 all the way down to a 10-8 is what, 6 people in the 10s and then 4 people in the 9s.
I think it's going to be a really tight qualifying. So it's a track that's hard to just pick up and be right on the pace from the get go. So you're going to do, I mean, you'll feel the groove. This is definitely a rhythm track.
Yeah,
Once you
100%.
Yeah, once you get into the rhythm in this track, it's pretty easy, but it's a really tough track to just pick up, be out of rhythm, out of the flow of racing, and just
Do
a good lap
fast.
to start. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Bounty, not Bounty. Jake Laser just at a 9-9, putting him 5th position right now as Touch Raven does an 18-2. Probably gonna go do another fast lap as he's still burning ERS now. So looks like 2 more people are gonna go for another lap at this time. It's gonna be Normbash and Nathan. Normbash just now starting his lap. I'm gonna go on board with him for the first couple of sectors here. See what his lap is looking like. Normbash is normally um, in the top 10, right? I don't remember him
I
being
think
too far.
he's had a few good qualifying. He's been in that top 5 area a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's definitely one that we could see have a good qualifying. Probably top 8, I think.
Yeah,
He's got some good pace in that Ferrari.
Well, we got about, what, 10 minutes left? So there's still a lot of time. Being a 1-minute circuit, you could do probably 3 more laps realistically if you're good enough with your time.
Yep, Normbash 48.4 in the middle sector, or 48.5, I think. 48.5, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's compared
Yeah, it's pretty
to
good around what
Bouncy's.
Bouncy was doing.
Yep. So that's
I'm gonna put him in the top 5.
Yeah. If he does a 9, top 5 is in the 9s. It's gonna be a 9-8. So yeah, it's gonna put him P5, right behind Nikki G.
Right after him. And Nikki G did that on mediums. So
no, I don't think so.
That 9.7, yeah, he did.
Did he?
Go on to the best lap for the detail.
Oh yeah. What? That's weird. That's a fucking nuts lap if he did that there. Jeez.
Yeah. So that's a pretty good lap.
I can't do a 9.7 on mediums. I'm sorry.
I don't know what I could do on mediums. Probably. I don't know. I haven't done a fast lap on mediums like that, but yeah, no. I think he's definitely our favorite for pole. Only 0.3 off on mediums. It's not a huge difference in tire delta, but it's more than 0.3. I can say that.
Yeah.
And I think he's gonna do 2 out laps here, which is actually the speed he's doing these out laps is actually gonna hurt him. I think he should be doing slow laps for Nikki, but he's like on it.
I guess he's trying to just find the grip.
Find that rhythm.
Yeah.
But he's just gonna put his soft tires way worse than they should be.
Yeah, 100%. Well, Bouncy had increased his gap to the car behind to start another lap, but he was actually just gonna come into the pits and change his tires one more time before the last 8 minutes of the race and probably do 1 or 2 more laps um, to improve this time. We could see if these guys can get an improvement, we could see a very low 9, maybe even an 8. Was
I think
point
Nikki
4
will.
up? Wait. Bouncy said in chat was point 0.4 in last chicane and lost point 0.2 because I went wide. So we might see an 8.
I think Nikki will do an 8, but
I
he might
don't know.
also do like an 8-9. I wouldn't be surprised if we see an 8. Um, I'd be surprised if we saw like an 8-7 or an 8-8.
Yeah,
But
I would do
I
an
think he's
8
gonna
7.
get it.
That's nice. Oh, he got a little bit impeded there, but I
Yeah,
think
I don't
Kim just
know.
raged.
I don't know how much it's gonna affect him, but
Not
it
much.
shouldn't be too much. Yeah, see what he is through his first split. This is the lap I think so far of the day that we're gonna watch.
Oh, he's very down.
He must
So I think he
made a
yeah, he
mistake
lifted.
or something.
He must have lifted. Yeah, he's lifting now, so he's fine.
Does he have the fuel? He's got 1.8 laps, so he's gonna have a
Yeah.
very slow in lap, but I mean he's got plenty of time.
Oh my, Angry Shadow just came swirling out of the
Yeah, he's 2 tenths
hairpin.
up.
Yeah, he is just about 2.5 tons up. Maybe lost a little bit with that little moment, but let's see. He's gonna come to the line, and it's gonna be a 950.
Yeah, lost 2 tenths.
Ah, unfortunate for him. He's gonna have to not do another one of those laps, but finish it strong this time. It's gonna be turns starting his lap across the line, and then Nikki G coming across the line to start his flyer lap with no traffic in front of him this time as Toast goes provisional pole position with a 109.34. Great lap from him so far, and that's going to put him just about a 10th in front of Bouncy, who's currently coming out of the pits right beside Toast.
Yeah, great lap from Toe so far. Yeah, I definitely think we see maybe a 9. I think Nikki's gonna be the one to do it if he does. If we do see one, yeah, no, he's looking pretty rap right now.
Jim Just Rage just came across the line to start his first lap, and it looks like Cape Opossum is starting his lap as well. Angry Shadow's gonna come into the pits. He's gonna change those tires and just go, let's do that again, but not mess it up at the last
EG's
second
only
corner.
2 tenths up, but this middle sector he's gonna gain a lot of time. Those soft tires gonna give him the traction, give him the grip through those slow corners of the final sector, and I think he's gonna do an 8-2 or 9-2, not 8-2. 9-4. Yeah, I mean the top 8 are all different teams. I like that.
Yeah, it's good to see a lot of people very close together. Um, it's good to see a lot of different cars fighting each other instead of just same car after same car. And I'm really
Yeah,
glad we get to see this. But
I
JTB
mean if
Griffin,
this,
ooh, he
yeah,
improved to P10. Good
and
lap from
one.
him.
Yeah, you don't want to be 6 tenths off your teammate, but 10-1's still not bad.
Yeah.
P10's a place you can fight from. Yeah, I think the base gap. I
Cape
think it's gonna be tight.
Opossum is coming across the line now. Oh, it actually moved him up. He improved by a second, but it only gained him one position. Ah,
Yeah.
rough. What were you saying?
No, just Angry Shadow, a reserve in the McLaren. You know, P4 looking. He has the pace for pole. We saw it in the time delta.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think it's gonna be really tight. I mean, again, like I said, 8 different teams in the top 8. Really gonna be tight throughout this whole race, I think. And race pace and race rhythm is huge. I think it's one of those
Yeah.
tracks where you don't see a lot of 3-second time penalties because you can't really cut any corners, but mistakes happen a lot of errors, you know, going wide, hitting curve that you're not supposed to. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a tough race, and the walls are pretty close, so any
Yeah.
mistake is probably gonna be fatal.
These walls are very scary since there is very little room. Ooh, Bouncy getting swirly out of the first corner. He's going to just back off this lap and try to go again. He's got 4 minutes left. I was just riding on board with him as we were talking about it. I'm going to ride on board with Normbash as his lap is still valid. And, but yeah, these walls are very punishing since there's not a lot of off-roads it's just grass or gravel on either side of the road. So if you make one little mistake, like this corner up here that Norbash is going through, you touch that grass one little bit and you're gone. It's very punishing, and either side of that entire sector is gravel. So if you touch that gravel or that grass, it's gonna spin you, hook you, or make you lose traction. It's not gonna be very good for either lap time or your confidence. And you need that confidence in that groove to be going quick around here.
Man, a lot of these corners are blind corners. So if someone
It's
spins,
it's so bad.
like we see a lot of spins through that fast right. Like people would hit the curb on the outside and like spin back onto the track. Yeah, no, I think we're gonna see some crazy incident of like one person does one tiny mistake and it just takes out like 5 cars.
Yeah, it's also because it's just so close. Like there's not a lot of time between corners. The straights aren't too long, and it's just like corner after corner after corner. You don't have a rest.
Yeah, it's really a narrow track. You know, there's
It's fun.
it's ready. It's ready to explode. And with tier five is tier five, so it can
Yeah,
explode anytime.
literally.
I think we had one of our calmest races last week, and it was a lot more hectic than most tiers.
A lot more hectic. Well, tier
Yeah, I
4 is
mean,
always hectic, so I don't.
tier four and tier five are they're ticking time bombs.
Well, tier 5 is still a little respectful. Tier 4 is just it's nuts there.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Do we have any drivers telling us if there's rain? Because we've had rain in every single
I don't
race
think
weekend. Because I think we had rain in Canada, like in qualifying. I think maybe I don't know.
I do not think so.
I
We
hope for
haven't.
rain. I just
I
want to
do not.
watch people suffer.
I just want to watch people suffer. That's wild. Nikki
It
G's.
makes it makes commentating so easy.
It doesn't. I can't see anything.
You can't see anything, but people do stuff, so you could always just have something to talk about.
Yeah, but it's so blinding. And no,
Uh,
Sean, I don't feel unwell. I just have a clogged nose. I should probably go blow my nose.
Sean is hyping me up in chat. Sean makes me blush.
Ah, yeah, that's funny. Have you sent Jake? Did he
I
come
don't have
back?
Jake as a friend on EA,
Okay.
so I think he's back in.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, if anyone wants me to add me for EA, so I can give them invites, because Nikki or Dan are usually commentating, so just add me. Yeah, no.
Keep the
Angry
pasta.
Shadow is fighting for pole, and I think he had a big moment through turn 1 on the curbs. Yeah, I saw him join. I thought he did. Yeah, no, Angry Shadow is
I'm
down
good.
6 tenths. He needs to abort this lap. Hey, Shadow abort. Shadow abort
Abort.
the lap. Oh, he's
Abort.
only got 30 seconds. I thought it was like a
I don't
minute
think he
left.
makes it anyways.
Yeah, no. He's not going to make it if he does abort. Oh. Yeah,
Is Nikki G on a lap? That is my
he
question.
is on a lap.
Okay. Well, I haven't seen his split time, so a lot of people are
Me
gonna
neither.
start crossing the line now. Is everyone gonna make it though? Angry Shadow.
Bouncy just started a lap.
I don't think.
Toast just started a lap.
I don't think Angry Shadow gets another lap.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, Rage Quit just barely crosses the line. Jim just Rage just crossed the line, putting him up to P6. Great lap from him.
I missed Nikki's middle sector. I looked
Oh
away.
no! Angry Shadow just threw it into the wall.
He had already finished.
Yeah, he just crossed the line, but just threw it into the wall, and
Nikki's
that's
9-1.
Nikki G.
I don't think we're
Whew.
gonna see an 8. I don't think we're
I,
gonna see an 8.
I don't know. I think
Bouncy's
Toast is still
fun.
on a lap. He's down,
He
but
is
he could still get it.
0.5 hundredths.
Is Bounty out?
Bouncy.
Yeah,
Yes, he's
he's
done.
done. He's going slowly. He
Jim
doesn't
already
have fuel.
finished. Yeah. Toast is a tenth up to the middle sector. We're down. He's going faster.
Yeah. You can't intentionally crash. Yeah, that's why I said it.
No, he's a reserve.
Yeah, it's fine. Omarmo crossed the line, putting him up to P9. Then it's Jonda's work, putting him up to P6. And Toast improves by
Toast.
just about 8
Yeah.
hundredths, but does not improve his position. The top 3 have stuck. And nobody's going to change positions after this, so that's qualifying over. It's going to be Nikki G taking pole position with a 9-1. Toast with a 9.26, just about a tenth slower, literally just about a tenth slower. And Normbash in P3 with a 9.3, just a tenth slower. The top three are 2/10 almost exactly off each other.
An 8.99 is that crazy for tier 5. I mean, Nikki did a time at Brazil where he would have been like P13 in tier 2 or something like that.
I've had a couple of those.
Yeah. I mean, there's always people that are like, they have the qualifying pace, but they don't have any race pace, or they just don't get the results.
Alrighty, let's run down this grid one more time. Nikki G taking pole position. Toast X side by side with him on the start. Normbash and Bouncy on the second row. Angry Shadow and John Does Work on the third row. Jim Just Rage and Mock Mage on the fourth row. And Omarmo and Rage Quit rounding out our top 10. Jake Laser in 11th, Midnight in P12, So and JTB Drippin taking our 7th row in P13 and 14, Two Turns and Nathan in P15 and 16, Benzo and Cobb K are P17 and 18, and for the last row of the grid, it's Cape to Possum and Dutch Raven. Whew.
I can promise you tier 2 pole will not be an 8.7 this year.
Yeah, it is going to be a lot lower.
I guarantee you it's going to be maybe an
8.3, 8.2.
I do 8.4s for bankers.
Yeah.
So, no.
I might do
like
an 8.7 in tier 4.
It'll probably be like an 8.2 or an 8.1.
Yeah.
My personal best is an 8.1 or 8.0. I forget which one it was.
Tier 4 is so competitive to this season that it's basically tier 3 because
Yeah.
people are doing 108.4s in time trial, which is absolutely crazy.
Yeah. Tier 3 is pretty crazy too.
Yeah.
I think all the grids are really close so far.
It's super fun. Can't wait.
Yeah, no, I was just saying. I'm not saying like that's bad. But I just
No,
think
no, it is.
8.7
It is a very good
8.7's gonna be. Yeah, Jordan 8.7's just. I think tier 3 pool will beat an 8.6.
Well, before we start this race, thank you, Pogs, for being a member for 7 months in the pick room. Jim does suck.
Jim sucks. I think he rages too.
Dutchy for P1, I agree. I'm for it. PB. All right, and we have 3, 4, 5 lights are on. They're
I see a
off,
lot
and
of different
away we
colors for
go.
tires.
Oh, there's a big movement down for Nikki G.
4
It's
wide?
5 position. 4 wide for the moment. 3 wide in the middle there. There's huge contact back further down the field. There's a Haas and a Mercedes that were going 3 wide. Up ahead, we have a Red Bull and an Alpha Tauri going 2 wide of Mock Mage and Jake Laser going through the hairpin. Mock Mage ends out in P8 for that one. And moving further down the field, everyone's staying calm other than the Haas and the Mercedes, still side by side. Cobb K and Nathan not giving each other away, but Cobb K sneaks past Nathan, still side by side, going through the very sketchy corners. That was pretty scary. A little bit further ahead.
Crazy with the position changes. Nikki G down 4, Omarmo down 6.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a bunch of people up 3 positions in the tires.
Oh, there's a big
my
crash
goodness.
back here. Big crash.
Crash
That's a
on a
safety
straight.
car. That's already a safety car. It's, oh man, he was coming back on the track. Dutchy had a big evasive actions. I do not know whose fault that was, but I caught that on the stream, and that's probably gonna be
Soft runners could go medium to the end here.
a penalty. Let's see the tire allocations. Yeah, I don't think they would go medium, just because they've gotten 1 lap on these tires. I think we'll try to go a couple more, but
yeah,
they could go medium, and there will be safety cars.
Cobb K's gonna pit. I think it's a good pit from him.
Yeah,
he's only gonna lose like 2 spots.
He had a penalty.
Oh my god.
He had a oh wait, He didn't have a
He
front wing
just
change. Um,
he slowed down in the pit lane and was
Not
going
ideal.
really slow to make sure he didn't, and then sped up right before the. Okay, well he might as well pit again onto his other fresh set of mediums,
Might as well. Yeah.
and just drive really slowly on these, so they don't take any wear.
So running
Just
back
driving so.
to what was going on, we had Nikki G lose 4 positions, go from
Yeah,
pole to fifth in one corner before
he
the
had an
corner
awful
actually.
start.
Yeah, he went backwards. I think he must have hit anti-stall or something. So he's moved down from first to fifth. Now Normbash had lost 1 position because Toast, Bouncy, and Angry Shadow had an amazing launch off the line and were just the outside drivers. Whenever they went 4 wide with Nikki G lost out on that. Jim Just Rage has overtaken John Doe's work on the line. Jake Laser has had a great start, going up from P11 to P8. Mock Mage losing 1 position to Jake, but having gained 1 position from Omarmo. And Midnight also getting a pretty good start, 2 positions up off the grid. Yeah, just it wasn't even what 4 corners, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we had a safety car.
Conke did not pit. What? Why didn't he pit?
Um,
What? Why would he pit? Oh my goodness.
well, JTB Drippin is changing his front wing.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
I, that makes sense. Wants to get an extra lap for the mediums, and he probably didn't. He probably had a little bit of damage. Didn't look like he had too much. Um,
Would make sense.
just change his wing under safety car. I don't understand why Cobcade did not pit to get rid of his 5-second penalty for free.
Um,
I'm genuinely baffled. I don't.
Honestly, it doesn't make sense, but I'm not gonna question it because
I'm I'm not gonna say anything more about it. I'm gonna keep questioning it in my head.
yeah,
I don't.
silently
Whatever.
judge.
It's not my place to judge.
I
It
mean,
is.
it could work
It
out.
is my
It
place.
could work out. We're
I
not saying
guess.
it can't.
We're just saying the
It
chances
probably
of it working
won't.
out.
As safety car is in this lap, it's gonna be a pretty slow start. I'm gonna ride on board with Normbash here.
Yeah, and
For
I'll keep an eye on this midfield.
yeah, we need you because it's gonna be pretty fun. Let's just
You
go
can't.
ahead.
You can't serve that the 5-second as soon as you go into the pits. But if he went around another lap, he would be able to serve it.
Right.
If he pit there, he would have served that 5-second.
And I think they're away. Toast is gone. Toast is a second
Good.
up the road.
And that's huge because he's on softs.
No, he went way early and caught Bouncy horribly sleeping.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And he already has that second built, and he's on soft tires.
Yeah.
So he's gonna break DRS. It's huge.
He's gonna hook
and
on
Jake
those
Laser
tires
and
now.
John does work. We're side by side. Really respectful. Gave him just enough space to hold on. And the midfield was really calm so far. As Nathan just dances around the outside of Benzo. Who's a fantastic move from him. Cape the Possum not really doing much. JTB dripping already past Cobb K. So
makes sense. Yeah. New tires, newer. 1 lap old doesn't make that much of a difference right now, but it will later.
Yeah, half a lap. Yeah, but yeah, it was really calm. Dutch Raven getting past Cape the Possum into the quick little right-hander there.
Ooh,
after
I think they
right.
went 3 wide there for a slight moment. JTB Driven now looking for a gap on Dutch Raven. He's already just making the moves left, right, and center, going side by side into the corner. Dutch Raven left the space, very respectful of him, even though it was a very late move. He didn't really have to, but he didn't want to make a collision there. Toast setting the fastest lap of the races. Dutch Raven goes on the curb.
Ooh. Yeah, Nicky's getting past Normbash too.
JTB Dripping getting past Dutch Raven as Dutchy got on the curb, had a bad exit out of the corner. Unfortunate for him, but now he's just gonna use JTB dripping to go forward in the race.
Post is in a fantastic spot. He's used less ERS than Bouncy, has already broken that DRS, so and you don't charge a lot of ERS here at all.
Nicky G is at 11%. Lol.
11?
Yes.
He's okay. For everyone watching in the future, you don't recharge battery here
Yeah,
unless
not
you're
at
in
all.
DRS.
It is so bad.
It's not as bad as Qatar,
It's
but
not
it's
as bad as
just
Hungary.
about. Yeah, it's bad. You don't charge any ERS unless you have DRS.
Yeah.
So just don't use that much.
And in 2 laps, Nicky G is already blinking.
Yeah,
I mean,
and Nikki would have passed Normbash in DRS because Normbash was not.
currently Normbash is out of the DRS, which helps Nicky, but it also doesn't help Nicky that he now can't get past on the car in front.
Yeah, I mean he's not gonna have that raw pace compared to Toast, who's on 65% on soft tires.
Oh, there's a crash back behind. There's a crash. Rage Quit is out. And there's a big pileup. 2 people are out. Rage Quit and Omarmo.
There's
Omarmo was spun in the middle of the corner.
was that only a
Got caught
VSC?
up in that. Oh, full safety car. What is going on with the safety car in the pit lane? Okay, we're fine. There's a
Okay,
wheel
so
rolling down the track. There's a
okay,
wheel
so
rolling.
I think we have a bug
What?
because it only says virtual safety car.
Okay,
And
look
the
at the
safety car
map.
is out on track.
Yes, it's fine. They know. It's a spectator glitch.
Okay, hopefully that's okay.
Yeah, they know.
Because I was like, how is that only a VSC? I see 6 front wings on the track, 3 tires. Yeah, I think that was just Rage Quit spinning in the middle of a corner and everyone hitting him.
Yep.
I genuinely think that's what that was.
I think Omarmo hit him straight on and just broke.
Classic Netherlands.
Yeah, classic Netherlands.
Just as we were flaming Nicky G for using all his battery, he gets all of it back.
Yep. Because
Toast should definitely pit
and
on
everyone
mediums.
pits. Oh, Angry
Toast.
Shadow and Toast pit. Bouncy
Yeah, Angry
takes the
Shadow
lead
was
of the race.
flying
Nicky G
pits.
goes back to P2. Angry Shadow getting a 5-second. Angry
Why is
Shadow gets
Toast
a
going on?
5-second penalty.
Toast is gonna try and bring those hards 30 laps.
Dutch Raven gets a time penalty as well. Unfortunate for him. Toast is going to be in a rough position. Same with Normbash. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, Dutch Raven as well. He's going to also try to take those hards to the end. It's going to be pretty tight. Those tires are going to be pretty worn.
And we're the best call there. I think they should have gone medium, or medium soft to the end.
Yeah, I agree. Medium soft would probably make a better strategy.
Because there's
overall.
gonna be another safety car.
There will.
We've had 2 in 7 laps. Yeah, it's gonna be a 2-stopper. I think the 2-stopper would be great.
I think right now, would you rather be on softs or mediums? Just
mediums.
well,
Because honestly, the softs overheat really quickly here.
so
Through that middle sector.
the softs do about 10 laps. So if you go until lap 17, you'll be 20 laps on mediums, which will be basically a perfect stint for the mediums. That's why I'm asking, because right now you're probably going to get another safety car in another 5 to 10 laps anyways.
Because there's still 30 laps left in the race.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
we'll have about 13, or not 30, excuse me, 27 laps when we get to go in.
Yeah.
28 when we get to go in.
Yeah, right.
So I think 14 and 14 on mediums, or 15 and 13 on mediums. Yeah, they fall off after a couple laps.
Right.
So I think mediums are the better choice. And honestly, you could probably extend the mediums to the end. They're not going to be good, but I think it's a 2-stopper 100%. And the mediums are just the better race tire. Because if a safety car comes out in 14 laps, you have already pit from the softs, so you're cooked.
You also have to remember safety cars cost safety cars. So 14 laps from now, everyone's going to be pretty split up.
Yeah, but the fastest strategy is going to be medium, and probably even with the safety car, the fastest strategy will be. It's hard to bank on safety cars. You want to because you think you know, but like we didn't have a single. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just hard.
it's hard to bank on him, but it's Zandvoort, and it's not hard to bank on people making mistakes, as we've seen a lot of people are making mistakes. A lot of people are losing front wings and
Yeah.
crashing. So we
I
already
don't
have
think the
3
hard runners are
DNFs.
screwed either.
I don't think
They're
so. I
not.
don't think so.
They're just
Um,
on. They'll probably be on a slower two stop.
yeah, uh,
Like they could take them to the end. I think the two stop's gonna be faster. But if the hard runners, I mean, it's the same thing as the
safety
mediums. They're
cars
not
in.
that much different. So yeah,
But
I
yeah,
think it should. I think the hard runners should two stop anyway, but they could go hard soft, or just hard medium and just have fresher mediums at the end. Who knows? There's still 30 laps left.
yeah, 28 laps left for
Wow, it's
for a lot of things to happen. I'm gonna ride on board with Jake Laser as Bouncy gets us restarted from Nikki G. It's gonna be a JTB
oh,
Driven had a collision with Dutch Raven. That's gonna
he
get
just
him.
hit him again. I don't know how many times he needs to hit him.
He's gone. Bouncy's gone. Bouncy's already gone away, and it's already almost a second or over half a second. And Nicky G's burning his battery. He's already down to about 60%. He's gained all that time back that he lost on the start, as we had JTB Driven go into the pits, and I think he's gonna try to serve the penalty that he just got.
Saying why? It's probably gonna be another safety car, like we just discussed.
Toast overtakes Angry Shadow.
I think he was already ahead.
They swapped positions. As in, like, they probably swapped again.
Ooh,
Oh!
there you go. They're gonna go side by side. Toast had
was
a big
close.
lockup. I don't think the track is too short for a two stop.
Ooh.
I think since it's such a fast track, the two stop's gonna be even better because the tires wear quicker with the high speed corners.
Toast has so much more grip than Midnight right now. He could brake later, but nearly runs into him. Had to take evading
Yeah,
action. Angry Shadow now takes
it's
8th
gonna release
position.
Shadow.
Nearly Normbash takes 9th from Toast as well.
Yeah.
But now
These
Angry
fresh
Shadow
tire
leads.
runners have to work together.
Yeah,
They have to.
leads. This pack of new tire runners being Angry Shadow, Toast, and Normbash, and then Dutch Raven in that as well, but he has a 5 second. They are in the net race lead in if everyone pits and then a safety car comes out, because they just stay out.
The way this is going is they're gonna have fresher tires for the whole rest of the race. They're
Right.
obviously gonna have fresher tires now, and these guys like the top 8, the top 7 will all pit onto their one stop earlier than these guys. So they're gonna make the most of these. They're gonna get an undercut now, and then they're gonna have an overcut, and they'll be on fresh tires to end the race. So they have to make these moves. It's tough to do in traffic like this after a safety car restart because it's a tough track to overtake. But I think they'll be fine. I think that once those tires drop off of the top 7, it's going to be much, much easier.
Yeah, I think these the top 7 are in trouble because Angry Shadow is right on the back of him, and DRS is getting enabled this lap. So as soon as Angry Shadow can get in front of the 2 Red Bulls, then is the catch to the front 4, which is going to be the biggest fight overall, because there is already a second and a half as Angry Shadow goes deep on the brakes, trying to go around the outside of Midnight. Midnight doing a great job to defend from Angry Shadow on new tires, squeezing him and giving him a very good fight on the inside. And Angry Shadow tried to get a better exit out of the hairpin. Did not work out too well, so now he's just sticking behind and trying to go forward because he needs these tires to start working for him, as 6 lap difference is now starting to feel you'd say about 3% tire wear on mediums, so they're about 30% as he tries to look down the inside, doesn't make it.
And it goes
Toast
deep. Yep.
Toast gets the position, so now Toast is in 8th place. Gives him
I
a
think.
little love tap there at the exit of the corner, but it all works
Yeah, I
out.
think this is good. Toast is the better driver. Angry's been pretty quick today, but he makes a lot of mistakes. Has not been able to get a move done, and these Red Bulls are slow.
Yeah, these Red Bulls are
So they
losing
need
time.
They need to pass Midnight. Midnight is just this blockade, and he needs to just dump. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna have the pace on these tires, so he needs to just get rid of the battery, go down
Because
the
they're
inside.
2 by
But
2 going up
these
ahead
Red Bulls
is.
are playing
Oh,
defense
man.
really well. Ooh,
Oh, and now Toast is going to lose the position. Oh, he's not going to lose the position. Give him a little bit of a squeeze onto the curb. Angry Shadow giving Normbash a little tap on the side, on the left side, whenever he was trying to get through the corner. But that lost him a little bit of time, so now Normbash and Angry Shadow are about 7 tenths back from the really, really tight Red Bull and Mercedes ahead of Toast and Mock Mage. Midnight gaining a position on Mock Mage, and now they're. Dutch Raven is retired from the race, and it is another safety car. Safety car at
yeah.
number 3.
I mean, the hards are gonna be fine to the
Yeah.
end.
Yep.
I still don't think they're gonna. It's the quickest strategy.
I think for now it's better to just stay out because Jake Laser should come into the pits here.
Yeah, I mean,
On
I think
softs.
Toast is gonna stay out.
Yeah.
I'm
I
worried
don't
about
think
what these
anyone who pitted
top
last time would
the
pit.
top 7 are gonna do. They did not. Yeah, P1 in our hearts.
They're all
The
going in.
thing I'm
Bouncy,
yeah,
Nikki G,
they're-
Jim Just Rage, Jake Laser, John Does Work stays out, Midnight stays out, and Mock Mage it goes into the pits. So
we gotta stop getting 5-second penalties under the safety car.
yeah, it is.
Okay, you've already had 1 under the safety car. How do you get 2?
Toast is back up into P3. Angry Shadow in P4, Norman Bash in P5, Nathan in P6, Benzo P7, and Cape Possum, the last person to not have pit in P8.
Those new tire runners didn't do anything.
Yeah.
They did not. They did.
Yeah,
nothing.
they literally did nothing. they couldn't get past anyone. So
they had brand new, fresh tires, and they didn't do anything. This is played into the hands of all these guys from 9th down.
yeah, 100%.
This safety car's been great timing, but
GTB dripping with another 5 second. I think
you're 50 seconds behind. How are you speeding into the pit lane?
I think he may retire. No, he's going on to inters. Okay.
Okay, so he's going on to inters. He's gonna serve this 5-second penalty, and he's gonna go back onto the hards. I'm guessing.
Fair.
Or onto some meat. I don't know. I'm just confused on how we have 3 5-second time penalties. Under safety cars.
Can we just kind of forget about the fact that he's on inters on a completely dry track? This is the most Ferrari strategy. If we forget that he had a penalty.
He's just saving some laps on tires. I get it.
I get it. I understand. But he's on inters.
Maybe he just wants us to have a photo shoot. Green car, green tires. It looks good.
It's not illegal for anything. Come on. Cape to Possum going on the hard tires. I mean, it's a better call, but it's not okay to speed into the pits for that call.
You were going to be in last anyway. Just go like 15 miles per hour.
Alright, I'm going to go blow my nose. I can't do this shit.
Alright. Guys, it's just me again. I feel like I have this every week. It's just you guys can ask me anything as a TP. Oh my, you don't want to see that. I would doing right. I mean, if it's a rule, it's a rule. I don't understand why we're like gatekeeping tires. I feel like that's a really smart tactical strategy. Now he's gonna pit onto softs. He's gonna just do another lap on softs and probably pit onto mediums or hards again. Yeah, Sean, you don't want to see me as a TP. I would just rules are rules. Yeah, no, I get it. And if it's a rule, I didn't know that was a rule. But if it's a rule, then don't break it. Obviously, I'm not condoning him breaking the rules. I just don't like the rule. But yeah, no. If I was a TP, I'd run the floor. I'm sweeping the series. Every single tier, constructors champion. But don't make me TP. I'm busy enough. Better than Giants, though. Giants is too
Damn.
busy iRacing.
Yeah, he's too busy doing his own thing.
He's too busy having fun with life that he's just. He won't even coach me. Tier 1 driver won't even coach me. He's supposed to be helping me out. But now I have to coach. Now I have to coach Giants.
Now I have to coach Giants. That's funny.
He's washed.
He's
Can we get a washed Giants in general chat?
We should.
Just a bunch of people just tag him and tell him he's washed.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna just be like, "What?" He's probably iRacing right now. Yeah, I think he's gonna retire. He's probably just iRacing right now.
Probably.
So he's just gonna come into chat, wondering how his guys did, and everyone's gonna tell him he's washed. No. This is the longest safety car in the world.
Yeah, it feels like it's not ending, but this is the last lap that it can come in.
Yeah, it's the last lap.
Mod over Giants. I agree, Pogs.
Yeah, that sucks. I'm at second. That's good.
Well, safety car is in this lap, as I said. I'm going to go on board with Toast, and I'm going to see what is going on as Angry Shadow is basically taken out of this race for the win with that 5-second penalty, unless he can get an absurd last 20 laps. But regardless, the race is about to commence, and we have Toast warming up his tires unnecessarily.
Yeah, John does work on like really old tires, so let's see how this restart goes. He is crawling.
It's only about 6 laps difference, and he's gone. He's going. And actually, Angry Shadow had a better launch than Toast. Toast lost about 7 tenths to Midnight.
Midnight's gonna go for the move down into turn 1.
Midnight had a great start.
They're like side by side, but they're not even that close to each other.
Giving each other very respectful amounts of room, but they want to be pushing away from the guys behind since they have new tires and they're going to try to move forward. But the real race is going to be Benzo versus Nicky G. Nicky G on the better tire strategy at this point on 3-lap-old hards versus 9-lap-old mediums. Yes, it doesn't sound like a lot, but
have played this perfectly.
Yeah.
Benzo just needs to park the bus, and Bounty's. This is what
Bounty's already
Oh
going
my goodness!
forward.
What is Nathan doing?
Nathan has gone off at the gravel trap there, and he's moved back all the way down to 15th place.
Yeah.
Bouncy and
is
Benzo,
doing exactly
P6 and
what.
7.
Yeah, Benzo's doing exactly, or Bouncy is doing exactly what the fresh runners at the last safety car should have done.
Yeah.
He's getting moves in unorthodox places, but he's making the most of these tires.
Look at the
another move down on
difference
Norm Bash, I think.
of Norm Bash and him. And with only 6-lap-olds.
Why is
John
does work on the inside going like 5 miles an hour?
He must have had a mistake, because he's gone down all the way down to 6th behind Bouncy. So that actually works out really well for Bouncy. He moves up to P5, and Nicky G gets past Benzo. He couldn't defend for too much longer as Nicky G just drains his battery. He's already at 40%. Benzo's at 75 as Nicky G's trying to get past John does work. He does get past, but gives John a little bit of a tap, and John gets into the wall, I think. Or he's lost a lot of position.
That was a hell of a save by John. I mean, he hit the wall. He's probably got some damage. But the fact he didn't DNF, that was an incredible save.
I didn't see it. I just saw the hit.
Bouncy spun.
Oh no! Nicky G have spun. They have collided.
Did Nicky G take out Bouncy?
They've collided.
The way they crashed looks like Nicky hit the inside of Bouncy.
Oh my! Our two title contenders have crashed into each other.
And of course, Jim is now in a net P1. How? How does he do it? He's dominating this championship. And his teammate is backing up the pack. Look at it. Look at Midnight.
He is so lucky.
How?
Toast now going around the outside of Midnight. Midnight braking very late. getting the defense done on Toast. Very good move. Now Midnight is just playing the team game, stopping basically on track to get Jim as far forward as possible, get him as many positions. You can literally see him defending on a straight. This is to just have Toast pull out of the throttle. He can't make a move down here because it's too risky. And if he tries to, then what just happened to Angry Shadow will happen to him. He goes off on the left-hand
Jim's
side.
gonna get 2 moves done. If
There's
he dies,
big,
that's over.
big moves for Jim right there. There's contact back behind between Jake.
JT dripping, what the?
Oh man, there's a lot going on. JT hits the McLaren of Angry Shadow. Now he's spun him around. Shadow now down to 13th place. That takes him out of the question for the win of the race. And Jim Just Rage is now getting pressured by Jake Laser, the only other person other than JTB Drippin at this point to be on new tires. Back with Jim. A little bit further
Still
back,
has
we have
60% battery, and he's just covering the inside. But Toast has DRS. Normbash has DRS. Normbash is going to get a double move done down to the turn 1. They're going to be side by side. Toast pushes him a little bit wide. Midnight's going to die back down the inside. Oh my goodness, I'm scared.
Man.
Okay, I'm no longer scared. Yeah, Jim is just in a net P1, P4 on track because Midnight's going to get out of his way as soon as Jim comes. Yeah, this is just. Yeah, I was scared. I was scared.
Oh, I saw they were like too wide back here for a moment. JTB Drippin and Jake Laser have swapped positions. Or not swapped positions, but they were going side by side through the fast right-hander. That's not a place to be side by side, guys.
These guys are on 6-lap pressure, hard tires, and are not dropping this dude on 18-lap old mediums.
No, it's not ideal, but he is very quick. He's doing a lot of defending from Benzo,
and Midnight still has 70% battery.
Yeah, but Normbash and Toast don't have battery.
If he uses any battery, I don't think he will because Normbash is using a lot.
I think
he could pass
Toast is gonna get double pass here. No, just one.
The DRS is really strong because it's high downforce. But these
guys
keep going side by side.
Oh no! Midnight!
Benzo's gonna hit around.
I think Midnight just broke his front wing. Because he went into the back of Toast. But they're side by side nearly. Oh no, that's JBT!
Turn 2.
JBT's out of the race because he got hit!
Yeah, they just went 3 wide.
It's a full safety car! It's another full safety car!
Okay, it's gonna be mediums from here.
Yeah, they're... Oh,
well, Midnight has to go into softs.
Jim Just Rage stays out here, right? Jim Just Rage, Jake, and Mage.
No one stays out here. Not a single soul stays out.
I don't know. I think I would stay out here and just take the lead. Because everyone's going to be on the same tires. Jim Just
Everyone's
Rage.
going to pit. Everyone's going to pit.
Yeah, that's what
you don't
want
to be on 7-lap older tires and a compound harder.
It doesn't really affect it that much. Because the grip is about the same.
I think the mediums are going to be the best tire. I don't think he stays out. And if he does, it's going to be a big mistake.
Bouncy said, thank God my race was over.
Jim has to pit. I think he has to.
I think he has to as well.
I don't know if he will. He might not. I think this is our 3rd safety car?
Surely.
I think it's only our 3rd.
No, 4th.
He's not going to.
4th.
But that's a mistake.
Normbash comes in, Toast comes in, Midnight comes in, Jim stays out,
5-second penalty
Jake Laser stays out, Mock Mage stays out. So what I predicted happened. So the people who already pit stays out. Nicky G stayed out as well. He's going to be the last of the old runners. And then...
See, I don't understand why Nicky stayed out. He was in last.
Yeah, he should have pit. I don't know who F1 Alex is, but... It's probably not someone in the league.
Midnight pit on the hards?
Maybe he didn't have any fresh mediums.
He had to go softer hards. If he didn't have any fresh softs, I understand that. But
Normbash went on the mediums. Everyone's saying 1.5 second pit, my god. Bruh.
Well, Normbash got a 5-second penalty in the pits. And he's in a net P1.
Not with the penalty.
Not anymore.
Midnight is now in that conversation. So I think here Midnight just defends from Toast and tries to have them not pass him and just have him be the lead runner because Norbash is gonna push forward. Midnight is gonna have to try to keep with him, but also have Toast not pass him on the newer, or not newer, but softer tires, so that if he does get past them, you're just delaying how much time they have to get to Jim, because Jim is in the lead of this race if they can finish on those tires with decent amount
I
of
think
fuel.
I think the only way that these four stay in the top four is if like a safety car comes out and
I'm
drops
not
us.
saying all four of them stay in the top four. I know Nikki G and
No, no,
Mogmage will
no.
probably get taken down very quickly, not taken out. But Jim Just Rage will try to pull as much of a gap.
Yeah, pull that gap.
It
I'm just saying
just
that.
trying anything.
I was just saying that in general
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's going to be tough. Mediums are going to be perfect to the end from here. They're not going to feel bad at all. They probably will get to 30% or 40%.
yeah. No, easily. They're probably there already.
What
The
I was talking
the
about
the
the fresh
hards right
mediums.
now are probably at like
They're
25,
probably at probably
30%.
20 because there've been a lot of safety car laps.
Yeah.
They're probably at like 25. They've probably already dropped off that first drop off point.
Yeah, but they're still pretty decent since these hards don't drop off as hard as like the softs
Yeah,
or
yeah,
the
yeah.
mediums do.
I'm saying these mediums are going to be
Yeah.
perfect till the end. They'll drop off once, but they'll be 45%
Yeah.
max
They
at
won't get to
most.
6. They won't get to 50, 60 where it's really, really bad.
No, they're going to be great. They're going to be
They're
amazing.
probably going to get going this lap because the
They will.
Mercedes
They
is
will
here.
indeed.
I want to ride on board with Nornbash just to see how this goes.
Give me 1 second.
You're good. Safety car is in this lap. And we're going to have... I'm going to ride on board with Mach-Mage for this one to see how his restart goes. And then we'll look back to Normbash in a minute. It's comeback time for Bouncy, he says in chat. As we have Jim Just Raged restarting us for the 4th time this race, and he is off, and away we go. Mockmage got a pretty decent start. Jake Laser also got a pretty decent start. Nikki G got a pretty decent start, and everyone is pretty close behind, but who's closest? It's going to be Midnight. Midnight tries to go out the outside. They make contact, just a little bit of contact. Him and Normbash have made a little bit of contact, and Toast instantly gets past and tries to go down the inside of Normbash, but that didn't happen. But now it's going around the outside for Nikki G, trying to make a move on Mockmage. Didn't have anything to get out of the corner with, but had a pretty decent start. He's staying on the back end of Mockmage, trying to get something done. But Normbash is now leading the way of the new tire runners with Toast X behind Midnight on the harder compound, getting passed by Toast, so he's going to try to get that position back. But Nathan is trying to get that position on him, so it's just going to be a very tight battle for the new tire runners, as we have a side-by-side with Normbash going down the hill, and they're going to be swapping positions. Toast X is now trying to get the position on Nikki G, going around the outside.
Nikki
He
has
gets
fun.
some great traction on Nikki G. He's going in the inside now. He does not get the same move speed on the inside, but he's going to be able to keep going forward. What happened to Nikki G, you said?
He either locked the rears or hit someone from behind, and he completely half spun, went completely sideways into the chicane. Yeah, and almost Toast had to avoid him, and he almost did a move, made the overtake by avoiding him.
Yeah.
And Jake Laser's 1.3 seconds out ahead.
Yeah, Jake Laser actually took the lead and kept walking away with the older tires. Jim Just Rage now being about 3/10 from Jim Just Rage. From Mock Major behind, and Nikki G as well. Jake Laser running away a little bit, trying to do what I said Jim was trying to do. Just run away with this win as much as possible.
And Nikki is blinking.
Of course, not surprising.
Toast has 73% battery.
Not surprising.
So,
next lap, DRS gets turned on, so...
And Nikki's actually using more battery.
Yep.
For absolutely no reason.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Okay, yep. Toast sees Nikki's blinking and is just gonna dump some battery.
Yeah, I think
Yep.
he's just gonna dump it
Just
here. Yep, there you go.
he's gonna just
Nikki
get
is
a
also
massive
using, but
slipstream.
there's nothing he can do.
And he's gonna go get the slipstream from Mark Mage. Yep. He's
DRS
still
is
got
enabled,
50% battery. Nikki's 0.
and yep, and Toast goes cleanly past before the braking zone. Normbash trying to get past Nikki G as well. He's on the inside. He
Oh,
gives a little bit of a
contact.
tap to Nikki G. That's going to be probably a little bit of front wing damage. And Nikki G spins. Nikki G just spun it out of the exit of the hairpin. And that's going to relegate him down to the last position. Normbash moves up to P5. Toast is now up into P4, right behind Mock Mage, trying to get a move done. And he's going to be trying to get this podium position from the hard tire runner of Muck Mage, trying to keep in that DRS
He's gonna
of
down.
Jim. He
He's
doesn't
gonna
get it.
switch it back.
I don't think. No, he didn't get it.
No,
Mock Mage
I
did
don't think
not
it's
get
gonna matter.
DRS, so he's gonna lose that position to Toast very easily. Toast gets into that podium, and now he's gonna be having a car between him and Normbash. He's going to be trying to pull away from Mock Mage, trying to catch up to Jim Just Rage on these newer tires. He is going to have DRS, so it's going to be a very, very quick Mercedes down this straight, gaining about 3/4 this straight.
Also blinking. I don't know why he just went defensive there. Didn't need to. Just gonna make everyone else lose time.
Oh,
Oh my God! Zoso
Nathan is
Nathan.
spun. Nathan is spun as well as Midnight, and Nathan got into an incident, and Midnight lost a couple of positions, but Nathan is spun to the back of the grid. Is now
And Toast got
joined
past
Nikki
Jim.
G.
Toast got past Jim. I don't know how or why or any. Don't know, but he got past Jim.
I did not see it, but Toast is now up into P2. He has some mega pace on these tires. You were right. These guys have no pace.
Yeah, no, they're gonna be dead compared to these medium runners.
Yeah.
Normbash is just not doing.
Look at the
his
gap on Jake
overtakes.
Laser already.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
already
if
down
Normbash
to a
just,
second and a
just
half.
could wait and have a bit of patience, he would have had this move done already.
Yeah.
You can't just dive bomb someone every time you get close. You have to just be able to stay behind and wait for a better opportunity to make the overtake. Like, if he wasn't putting himself offline, he would be right behind him, and he doesn't need to use ERS for this move.
Dornbush has made the move stick, but
Yeah, Bouncy's
he
going
has
to
no
get past
battery.
Mach here, too. Bouncy's in a net P3.
Cool. Bouncy. Give it a little bit of a tap to Mock Mage. Is now Zoso trying to get past Mock Mage as well. He went down the inside. I'm getting an invite to my race lobby, which I will have to accept in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you need to go is cool.
No, I'm streaming. I can't.
Oh, yeah, you're streaming it. Never mind. Don't go.
Yeah, let me just leave mid-race.
Yeah, you guys can just, you'll watch him, and then I'll just color commentate everything.
Yeah.
Try and give you yeah, we can try to do that. Yeah, Toast has dropped Jim. Normbash has caught Jim.
Jake has been caught up
Jake is
by
just cooked.
half a second in a single lap by Toast.
Yeah.
He's probably gonna get him this straight, I think.
Yeah, Zoso's going to get Mach Mage here. Zoso has 90% battery. He's been a fantastic job of managing his battery. He's going to help him out because nobody has battery ahead of him. I mean, the highest person in the top 7, not including Zoso, is Toast, who's got 38%. He's going to fly past Jake here, and Toast is going to win the race if he doesn't crash.
Yeah, well, he still has 8 laps to just pull away from Jake, and in case of any incidents that he may have gone into, and
he's gonna fly away from Jake here.
Yep, do his best to just pull away as much as possible. The last person in the points getting pressured by Angry Shadow. That's Midnight, and Angry Shadow going almost side by side at the exit of the hairpin. These guys have been pretty close. There's 3 real groups in the top 10. We got the battle for P3, the battle for P1, and then
Bouncy.
Oh, Bouncy made a big dive on
And Zoso, while these guys are behind Jim, should be using some of that battery, as he is.
Yeah.
He should be able to catch up to this group with still quite a lot of battery. I mean, Jim's not going to be quick at all. And Zoso's on 8 lap pressure mediums.
Jim is probably going to be losing these guys a lot of time having them behind. Actually, we're probably going to see Bouncy just overtake Jim here as he's using all the battery he can. He's going down the inside, and he gets the move done before the braking zone, moves back over to the
Good.
racing
Jim
line.
Jim knows that that move was going to get done,
Yeah,
but if he can stay behind Bouncy, he's still on for a podium.
right. It's not like it's a bad result of anyway.
No, he's a championship leader. He doesn't need to
Yeah,
fight this hard for this podium. Nobody's close to him at
not at
all in the
all.
standings. Like I'm gonna pull him up real quick. Both close. Like I think he's like 40 points ahead of the next person.
That's nuts.
Yeah, he's 39 points. I mean, Toast is in second, but I mean, if he only gains 10 points on him, so what? He's only 29 points ahead of instead of 39.
Right. So he still
And
has
Jim was,
time.
and if that safety car came out a lap later, Jim would have pit. That's just true because Midnight would have had to pit,
Right.
and Jim would have been in front of Midnight. I think that double stack scared him, and it's gonna cost him more than he thinks it would.
It
But
costed
yeah,
him now
Jim's.
more, but
Yeah, and then I'm gonna check the stewards because there's probably some 5-second penalties for this next race. Or no, that's not how you guys do it. Never mind.
Going down the inside, Normbash made a great move on Jim Just Rage. Under braking. Zoso now on the back of Jim Just Rage as well, as that DRS is very, very powerful. And Bouncy leading the train for third place on Normbash behind. The Bouncy's about 2 seconds from second. And Jake Laser is about a 2.3 from Toast. So Toast is now out of DRS.
Jake and Normbash both have 5-second penalties that they got from speeding in the pit lane under safety car. And Angry Shadow has a 3-second time penalty. Someone just asked for pens. I just said them because it's only 3. Yeah, Bouncy's got to get a move on. He's not really going that fast. And, I mean, he doesn't have to, but he probably should, so he's safer from guys behind like Zoso and Jim.
Yeah, Jim isn't really the threat here. It's more like Normbash and Zozo.
Yeah, Normbash with that 5-second, and
yeah.
Jim, if he can stay in the DRS, he might be able to get a move done.
Actually, Normbash is right there, going down the inside now, getting the move done. They're scrapping still, even though Normbash has the time penalty there. So
yeah, and Zoso needs to get this move done too. He's got so much battery. He's got 8-lap fresher tires than Jim. He can get this move done on him and Bouncy. So Zoso P2. I mean, Toast won. We could just stop looking at him anymore.
I haven't looked at him at all.
Yeah, we don't need to look at Jim or Toast anymore.
Got 5
This is a battle
left.
for P2 and P3. I mean, there's 7 guys in the fight for it.
That's nuts. Well,
6.
Yeah, 6 people in the battle for P2 or P3.
6 people are there. Only 5 really have a chance, but 5 have a chance. So
well, 4 have a chance. Jake Laser and Normbash
4 have a chance.
Aren't really going to have a chance after penalties. So
there's a lot of people. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, 5 people in the same train trying to fight for it.
Yeah, and I mean if Jake Laser, if Normbash catches Jake, and they battle. I mean, John's not too far out of it. I mean, 3 seconds is a lot, but he still might overtake Normbash off penalties. But I think it's going to come crazy these last 3 laps. Bouncy's blinking. People, yeah. So Zoso is just sitting there licking his lips. He can see Normbash and Bouncy blinking. He doesn't know how much battery Jim has. Jim has about. He doesn't have a lot. We can say that. Yeah. Zoso is just he's smiling behind the wheel right now. He just knows he has this pace.
I would be smiling for a whole other reason. Just know. Well, he doesn't know. I don't think he knows that he's gonna get 2 positions for free, so it's gonna put him up to P4, which is way better than
yeah,
P6.
I don't think he can see them.
No, not right now.
So he thinks he's fighting for someone tells Zoso he's fighting for P2 right now.
Yeah, someone tells Zoso he's literally about to get a podium.
Yeah, he can't see anyway. Once he passes Jim here, because he's gonna dump the battery past Jim.
Like
Um,
right now,
yeah.
he needs
Like,
to.
I
Like
was about to say once he passes Jim, and then
right
yeah, that's
now. Come
perfect.
on.
Perfect. He's
Get
gonna get this move done.
come on. No, he backed
Don't back.
off.
Don't back out. No.
No, come on,
He didn't even
Zozo.
pass Jim, so he couldn't see Norm Bash's 5-second pad. He can see those two are blinking though, so he knows their targets.
Yeah. Bouncy, if he can get Bouncy here, he gets P2.
Yeah,
And Bouncy's
and he
blinking.
doesn't. And he doesn't know that, which is funny. Well, he might know. He
He
might have
might
checked on
know,
the
but
safety
I
car.
don't.
But
If he asks for full race update, he might.
yeah, that's just funny. He needs to get this. He needs to get these moves done. He needs
Yeah.
to just dump the battery to get past Jim because he knows that Bouncy's blinking.
Can't even do anything because there isn't a big enough straight to in the midfield, other than the
Yeah,
main straight.
he's got to just go off this final corner. He's got to
Yeah.
just say, "I need to get this move done now."
And just
I have to
burn
get
as all the
yeah,
battery
and just
possible.
burn as much as he needs because Jim's gonna.
Come
if
on.
they get into a burning ERS battle, Jim's gonna start blinking.
He's not burning. He's staying behind.
He's waiting. He doesn't have a
Oh.
long time to wait. These two are gonna go side by side though, which is gonna help him out a bit. Hit Norm Bash, Bouncy past Norm Bash, so he did see Norm Bash's 5-second pen there. So maybe he knows he's fighting for a podium now.
Man,
I don't.
maybe.
Maybe he doesn't know. Yeah, I don't know. He's got so much. He's got more battery than the 5 cars in front of him combined.
Yeah. That's sad. He's
And it's
just
not even
not
close.
using because he's in the DRS and he can't pass, so he's just not using too much.
He's got more than six cars around him combined. Benzo, Jim, Toast. Yeah. Just dump it. Right now. Dump it. There you go.
He's not going to. He's actually at 70-something%.
Yeah, he's at
He's lifting and coasting.
once Jim. Yeah.
Wait, is anyone out of fuel? Shouldn't be because we've had too many
Should've
safety
we've had
cars.
3 safety cars. Yeah. All right, go. Norm Bash.
Come on,
Or Zozo,
use
go.
all your
Zozo,
battery.
Go.
Zozo.
Dump your battery.
Zozo, use your battery. Use all of it. You're at 75%. You got 1 lap left. 2 laps left.
They're 3 wide.
Oh man. Oh, Jim.
Oh,
Jim just made a huge
Jim, you're leading
contact
the
on
championship by
Bouncy.
40
And Zozo spun. Zozo spun it. No. No.
How do you do that?
No.
Jim is gonna just be on the podium. Jim just
Bouncy!
made the dumbest dive bomb of someone I've seen up 40 points in the championship. Spun, somehow got. Guys, how? Zozo just had 80% battery, didn't use any of it on. If he used that battery, he would have been clear of all of them.
He would have been so far.
And Benzo's gonna fight for P2 now.
Oh man. Now Bouncy is P2 in the race. Jim just raged. Is gonna be 2 tenths starting the final lap, the final sector, from getting a P3 finish here after penalties have been decided. Bouncy takes Jake Laser on track, so he has taken P2 before penalties have come on. He said, "It's mine now." Looks a little bit dark, so that tells me that there could have been rain, maybe, if this race got extended a little bit longer, but who knows? Toast is now starting his final lap to finish and win the race, but Jake Laser is on the back of Normbash trying to get a move done, on track for P3.
Benzo just drove into the back of Jim on a straight and just lost all momentum and overspeed that he had and just lost out on a podium because of it.
Maybe he has something planned.
He
I don't
dumped
know.
all of his battery. He had like a 15% battery advantage, had DRS, and it was a tenth and a half behind, and just drove into the back of Jim and lost.
So you tried bump drafting. Cool.
I don't know what he was.
That's what it sounds like. It sounds
It's
like you
just
just
too-
tried to bump draft a little.
I just don't. He didn't pick a side. He's not like I'm gonna overtake on the outside or overtake on the inside. He just kept second guessing himself, and he has to be a tenth behind. He might still
Alrighty.
get this move done into the down. Yeah, Tosh just Yeah, I
Well,
don't know.
Toast
I'm
coming
lost.
across the line now. He's going to win the Dutch Grand Prix. Bouncy coming in second on track. Normbash and Jake Laser having penalties. Let's see where they shape out. Jim Just Rage and Benzo coming across the line. Benzo takes P4 and Jim Just Rage takes P3. Jim Just Rage takes the podium by 400th of a second, putting Normbash and Jake Laser down to P5 and 6. Great race from the championship leader to keep P3 and keep him on the podium. John does work in P7, Zoso in P8, Mock Mage in P9, Angry Shadow in P10, Cop K in P11, Cape Opossum in P12, Nikki G having a horrible race in P13, Midnight in P14, and Nathan WS in P15. What a race from Tier 5, and what a way to finish it out. 400th to cross the line. Side by side.
Uh,
Wow.
I just, I don't know.
Well, after trying
What?
two different scenes, I found the right one. That's gonna be the end of the race. That was a pretty fun race. Tell me what you're thinking championship wise. Jim got some points and
Jim
he's
just got a podium.
yeah,
I don't know how.
from where
He
he
didn't.
was, what the
He
strategy
just.
he
I
had.
don't think he was never in the position to fight for like pace wise. Like he. I don't even think he was like top five. Like he was nowhere this race, and then Nikki G and Bouncy just took each other out, and then he's like boom net P1, and then he doesn't box under the safety car. Should be like in P5 or P6. Norm Bash and Jake Laser get 5-second penalties under safety car. And then Zoso's right behind him with like a 70% battery advantage. They go 3 wide, he dive bombs. He actually half spins. Zoso just spins by himself. No one hit Zoso. And then he's just back into a P3. Benzo's gonna pass him on the second to last lap, and then just drives into the back of him. Doesn't even pick a lane to overtake, and he just stays in P. I don't know how he just always is in P on the
I don't
podium.
I He is
I don't think
consistently
he's
on
been
the
off the
podium.
podium.
His consistency is inspirable because he is doing
He
amazing.
hasn't been off the podium.
That's nuts. That's crazy to me. That's insane speed and insane just luck in general. Well, Dreams,
I mean,
I gotta
Toast.
get to my
Yeah,
race, so go watch Tier 4.
I was planning on it. Yeah, I mean, I,
If you haven't
I'm at a
already,
loss for
like the
words.
stream,
I don't.
everyone.
Yeah,
Thank y'all, and we'll see you next week for Hungry.
see you guys.